been carrying torches since I was 17. Burning bridges, burning memories, burning everything between. The flames were hot as hatred, smoke as black as sin. I carried fires through the night, let the darkness win. I set fire to my marriage, watched it all turn to ash. Burned through every dollar, every friendship, every chance I had. The heat kept me from sleeping, the light kept me from truth. I carried fires through the night, wasted all my youth. Fires I carried through the night, burned everything I held, left nothing but the embers of the life I knew so well. The fires I carried through the night nearly dragged me down to hell. And then I stumbled to a chapel with my hands all black and charred. Fell before the altar, said, Lord, I've gone too far. He said, son, I'm the water that can quench your burning soul. Give me all those fires, let me make you whole. I dropped every torch at the foot of his throne, watched him douse the flames with a mercy I'd never known. Fires I carried through the night, he put them all to rest, cooled my burning anger, healed my scorched and weary chest. Fires I carried through the night, he turned to morning light. I carried through the night, he made everything right. Now my hands are empty, no more flames to hold, just the warmth of his forgiveness and a peace worth more than gold. I knelt down by the window as the morning sun came through. I asked the Lord to have some mercy on the fool I once knew. The man who broke his promises, who drank away his pain. I'm saying a prayer for the man I used to be today. He was angry and he was reckless, thought he had it figured out. Lived his life in shadows, filled his heart with fear and doubt. He hurt the ones who loved him, pushed away the light. I'm saying a prayer for the man I used to be tonight. Prayer for the man I used to be, lost and blind and far from free. Lord, forgive him for the pain he caused, for every soul he hurt, for every line he crossed. A prayer for the man I used to be. Have mercy, Lord, on what he couldn't see. He's still a part of who I am, can't pretend he wasn't there. But by the grace of God above, I'm breathing different air. I Pray you find some peace now buried deep beneath my past. I'm saying a prayer for the man I used to be at last. We all got ghosts behind us, walking in our former skin. But the beauty of salvation is we don't have to be them again. A prayer for the man I used to be. He did the best with what he had, but Jesus took his broken pieces, turned the bitter into glad. A prayer for the man I used to be. He's gone but not forgotten. He set me free. Yeah, a prayer for the man I used to be. He led me to my knees. And if you're praying for the person that you left behind, know that God's already heard you. He's been listening all this time.
Nobody saw the iron wrapped around my soul, the kind of chains that don't show up but take complete control. I smiled at Sunday service, shook hands and played the part, but chains I wore beneath my skin were crushing down my heart. They weren't made of metal, couldn't see them with your eyes, forged from shame and secrets and a lifetime full of lies. Every link was weighted with the things I couldn't say. The chains I wore beneath my skin got heavier each day. Chains I wore beneath my skin, nobody could see the prison I was in. Bound up tight where no one looks, by guilt and fear, and all it took. Chains I wore beneath my skin were killing me from within. I finally broke down crying on a lonesome Thursday night. Told the Lord I can't do this, can't keep up this fight. He said, son, I see those chains, I know just where they've been. Let me break the ones you wore beneath your skin. The deepest wounds are hidden, the worst scars don't show, but Jesus sees the places that nobody else could know. Chains I wore beneath my skin, He shattered every one, not with hammer, not with fire, but with what His Son had done. Chains I wore beneath my skin are lying at His feet. Yeah, the chains I wore beneath my skin don't own me anymore. I'm free. Now I walk with shoulders back, head lifted to the sky. No more chains beneath my skin, no more living lies.
I've been carrying torches since I was 17, burning bridges, burning memories, burning everything between. The flames were hot as hatred, smoke as black as sin. I carried fires through the night, let the darkness win. I set fire to my marriage, watched it all turn to ash. Burned through every dollar, every friendship, every chance I had. The heat kept me from sleeping, the light kept me from truth. I carried fires through the night, wasted all my youth. Fires I carried through the night, burned everything I held, left nothing but the embers of the life I knew so well. Fires I carried through the night nearly dragged me down to hell. Then I stumbled to a chapel with my hands all black and charred. Fell before the altar, said, Lord, I've gone too far. He said, son, I'm the water that can quench your burning soul. Give me all those fires, let me make you whole. I dropped every torch at the foot of his throne, watched him douse the flames with a mercy I'd never known. Fires I carried through the night, he put them all to rest, cooled my burning anger, healed my scorched and weary chest. Fires I carried through the night, he turned the morning light. Yeah, the fires I carried through the night, he made everything right. And my hands are empty, no more flames to hold, just the warmth of his forgiveness and a peace worth more than gold. I've been walking this highway with my head hung low, counting every mistake from 20 years ago. The asphalt don't condemn me, the gravel don't complain. The road forgave me before I did, it just let me walk in pain. I cursed every mile marker, hated every sign, blamed the path I'd taken for this wasted life of mine. But the road kept on receiving every angry, bitter stride. The road forgave me before I did, kept me safe inside. The road forgave me before I did it, carried me when I was weak, never asked me questions, never made me speak. The road forgave me before I did, while I was still at war within. Then I stopped beside a chapel at the breaking of the day. Look back at all the miles that I traveled in my shame, and I realized something sacred in the dust beneath my feet. The road forgave me before I did, showed me mercy's beat. Sometimes grace comes quiet, not in words but in the way the ground holds up a sinner and lets him find his way. The road forgave me before I did, led me to this place where I could finally see the mirror of His grace. The road forgave me before I did, now I'm forgiven too. Yeah, the road forgave me before I did, and taught me what to do. So if you're walking wounded, hating who you are, remember that the road keeps going, and it's carried you this far. I spend my whole life running from the noise inside my head, filled up every moment so I wouldn't hear what silence said. The radio was screaming, the whiskey held me high, but you can't outrun forever what's burning deep inside. Then my truck broke down on Highway 9, middle of nowhere land. No phone, no hope, just desert dust and time to understand. The quiet came like thunder when the engine finally died. I found God waiting in the silence I've been running for my whole life. I found God waiting in the silence, in the space between my fear. Not in thunder, not in lightning, just a whisper I could finally hear. I found God waiting in the silence He'd been speaking all these years. I sat there in that stillness as the sun began to fall, heard Him speaking to my spirit like He'd been there all along, saying, son, you've been so busy, couldn't hear me through the sound, but I've been waiting in the silence for you to turn around. We fill our lives with anything to drown out heaven's voice, but sometimes God is loudest when we finally make the choice. Silence when the world went quiet and still. No more excuses, no more hiding, just surrendering my will. I found God waiting in the silence on that lonely desert hill. Yeah, I found God waiting in the silence, and I'm listening to Him still. Now I make time for the quiet, every morning, every night, 'cause that's where He does His talking. in the silence, in the light. I used to drag my shadow like a chain across the ground. Every step was heavy with the weight of what I'd found. But something changed this morning when I saw the rising sun. My shadow walks ahead of me, pointing where to run. It used to follow behind me, dark reminder of my past. All the things I couldn't change, all the sins I couldn't cast. But now it leads me forward down this narrow, righteous road. My shadow walks ahead of me, helping carry the load. My shadow walks ahead of me. Since I gave my life to him, no longer am I haunted by the man I've been. My shadow walks ahead of me into the promised land. The preacher said when Jesus takes you, makes you something new. Even your shadow changes, starts walking next to you. Now I see it stretching out toward that eastern light. My shadow walks ahead of me, guided through the night. What once was dark behind me now points towards the dawn. A symbol of redemption, of a soul that's been reborn. My shadow walks ahead of me, and no more looking back, following the Savior down this holy track. My shadow walks ahead of me, can't you see I'm free? Yeah, my shadow walks ahead of me, leading me to eternity. And when the sun comes rising and I see that shadow cast, I know I'm walking forward, finally free from my past. There's an old church on a broken hill, nobody goes no more. Roof's half caved in, weeds grow tall around the door. But I drove 20 miles of gravel just to kneel there in the dust. The old church on the broken hill, where broken men can trust. I sat down in a wooden pew that's weathered gray and worn, stared up at the rafters where the sparrows had been born. No preacher there to judge me, no congregation's eyes, just me and God in silence underneath those open skies. The old church on the broken hill still holds the Holy Ghost. Well, sinners come to lay it down and find what matters most. The old church on the broken hill is where my soul was filled. I told him all my secrets there, confessed my every wrong. My voice echoed through the emptiness like some forgotten song. And when I finished talking, I felt the stillness move. The old church on the broken hill had nothing left to prove. Stained glass may be shattered, the pain may peel away, but God don't need no palace to hear a sinner pray. The old church on the broken hill is standing like a sign that grace don't need no polish and mercy don't need shine. The old church on the broken hill saved this soul of mine. Yeah, the old church on the broken hill is where I crossed the line. Now when folks ask where I found Jesus, I tell them plain and true, at an old church on a broken hill, where the broken can be made new.
I was standing on the bank where I first learned to pray, before the world got heavy and I lost my way. The current moved like silver underneath the moon, and the river whispered, "Come home, it ain't too soon." I'd been gone for 30 years, chasing fools' gold dreams, left behind my family in those cold baptismal streams. My mama said I'd wander back when I'd had enough, and the river whispered, "Come home through the rough." The river whispered, "Come home," in a voice I used to know. Said, "Lay your burdens in the water, let the current make you whole." The river whispered, "Come home," and I felt it in my bones. I walked into that water with my Sunday clothes still on. Let it wash away the years of everything gone wrong. Felt my daddy's hand upon my shoulder one more time, and the river whispered, "Come home, you're still mine." Some roads lead you outward, some bring you back around, but the sweetest journey's over when your feet touch holy ground. The river whispered, "Come home,"
I walk down to that water every evening when it's still, and I thank the God in heaven for that river at the hill. The wind came howling through the canyon like a preacher's call, whispered every secret I'd been hiding from them all. It spoke of lies I told in Texas, blood I spilled in Abilene. The wind knows my sins by name, knows everything I've been. I tried to bury all my trouble underneath the desert sand, but the wind dug up each broken vow and dealt a righteous hand. It called out every wrong turn, every soul I left in pain. The wind knows my sins by name, says them like a refrain. The wind knows my sins by name and carries them across the plain. Every stolen kiss, every bitter fight, it howls them through the endless night. The wind knows my sins by name, and it won't let me forget. I stood there in the dust storm with my arms stretched open wide. Said, go ahead and tell the world I got nothing left to hide. But then the wind brought me a whisper, soft as morning rain. Said, child, confess them to the Father, He'll wash away the stain. Can't outrun the truth, can't silence what you've done, but there's a grace that's stronger than the damage we have run. The wind knows my sins by name, but so does the God above. He heard them all and took them, traded judgment for His love. The wind knows my sins by name, but they're forgiven all the same. Yeah, the wind knows my sins by name, but Jesus took the blame. Now when the wind comes calling through the valley and the hills, I don't run from what it's saying, I just stand there, quiet and still. The storm came rolling in like judgment from on high. Lightning split the darkness, lit up the midnight sky. I was standing in the open with nowhere left to run, when thunder fell on my knees tonight. I knew what I'd become.
been walking tall and prideful, thought I had it all figured out. Never bowed to no one, never knew what grace was about. But that thunder shook the ground beneath my stubborn feet. When thunder fell on my knees tonight, I tasted my defeat. Thunder fell on my knees tonight, brought this sinner to the ground. Heaven's voice came crashing down in that holy, fearsome sound. Thunder fell on my knees tonight, and I finally saw the light. I raised my hands up to the sky and cried out through the rain, Lord, I'm tired of running, tired of carrying this pain. The lightning struck so close, I felt the power of His hand. When thunder fell on my knees tonight, I became a different man. Sometimes God speaks softly, sometimes He has to roar to break through all our armor and shake us to the core. Thunder fell on my knees tonight, like the voice of God above, knocked me down to lift me up, show me what it means to love. Thunder fell on my knees tonight, and I surrendered in the fight. Yeah, thunder fell on my knees tonight. Now everything's alright. Rolling across the plain, I remember how He found me, standing in the rain. I stood outside the gates of grace with blood upon my hands, knocked until my knuckles bled, begging for a second chance. The silence was like thunder, the darkness was complete. When heaven closed its door on me, I fell down to my knees. I'd pushed away His mercy one too many times before, traded holy water for the bottles at the store. I thought I had forever to make things right with Him, but heaven closed its door on me for all my years of sin. When heaven closed its door on me, I thought I'd lost it all, standing in the darkness with nowhere left to fall. When heaven closed its door on me, I finally heard the call. But then I heard a whisper coming from the other side. Son, the door ain't locked, you just never stepped inside. I've been waiting here forever, calling out your name. Heaven never closed its door on you, it was you who walked away. Son,
Sometimes we blame the Father for the walls we build ourselves. We stand outside His mercy when He's offering us help. When heaven closed its door on me was just my broken pride. The door was always open, I was standing on the outside. When heaven closed its door on me, I learned to swallow shame. Yeah, when heaven closed its door on me, I finally walked in just the same. Now I know the truth at last, the door was never shut. I was just too scared to enter till I'd given up enough. There's a stretch of desert highway where I used to run from the law, from the truth, from the damage I had done. Every footprint tells a story written in the sand, where the dust remembers my steps in the paths of a wanted man. I passed through towns like shadows, never stayed too long. Left behind a trail of wreckage and a hard luck song. The wind may try to cover up the places that I've been, but the dust remembers my steps and every single sin. Where the dust remembers my steps, every mile I tried to hide, all the running, all the shame is written in the desert wild. Where the dust remembers my steps, I can't escape my past. So I turned around and walked back through the years of my mistakes. Faced every crossroad, every choice that made me break. And when I reached the starting point where all my trouble began, I fell down in that dusty earth and reached for His hand. Dust may hold my history, but God holds my tomorrow. He takes the broken pathway and washes out the sorrow. Where the dust remembers my steps, He walks beside me now, turns my wandering into purpose, shows me grace and shows me how. Where the dust remembers my steps, He's making new tracks last. Yeah, where the dust remembers my steps, He's healing all my past. Now I walk a different road with my head held toward the sky. Dust may know where I've been, but God knows where I'm going by and by.